Our today's focus is on thanksgiving. Prayer and praise go hand in hand. Gratitude is the foundation for the turning point of anybody's life. Why thanking God is important in our prayers. Number one, that the reason why God will answer your today's prayer was because you thanked Him for the one He answered you yesterday. If you can't remember that God answered your prayer before, don't waste your time praying now. The second reason why thanking God in prayers is very, very important is that every prayer that must be prayed with thanksgiving. Wise people appreciate before they request. Thanksgiving works hand in hand with prayers. Number three, prayers move the hand of God, but thanksgiving moves the heart of God. And hear me, you can't move a person's hand until you have moved his heart. To be ungrateful to God is to be grounded in life. Why is fasting necessary? Why must we back prayer up with fasting? Why? Number one, we need it to increase our faith. There is a higher level of faith to possess when you know that you fasted. There is this unusual confidence that hits you when you are aware that you are fasting along with your prayers. We fast because fasting strengthens and builds our faith. Number two, fasting increases our spiritual stamina. Number three, fasting helps to overcome temptation. The more carnal you become, the more the devil feeds on you. When you discipline your physical body, discipline your soul, discipline your emotion, even when the devil shows up, he will see nothing to feed on. Number four, fasting develops our spirit and gives it mastery over our flesh. Number four, fasting helps you to move the immovable. Number six, fasting brings to an end satanic hostility, rascality, and adversity. 7, fasting increases our prayer power and our prayer fire. Number 8, fasting guarantees testimonies when well done. Number 9, fasting helps us to receive spiritual guidance. Number 10, fasting brings us to the place of humility. If the devil wants to delay the answers to your prayers, he exposes food to you and exposes you to food. Food for the belly and belly for the food, the both of them shall perish. There are times when you make up your mind and say, enough is enough. This time around, let me separate myself unto fasting, to pray, to change things. You determine when your blessing begins. And that's where prayer and fasting comes. He said, this kind goeth not out except by praying and fasting. No blessing comes by wishes. Every blessing comes by decision. And that decision is subject to the day you wake up. And say, today, the week you wake up. You say, this week, the month you wake up. You say, this month, the year you wake up. You say, this year. That is when the turnaround begins. 5 things Satan will do to you when you allow him. Number 1, he will make you feel ignorant of him. Number 2, if you know that he exists, he will make you to underrate him. Some of you don't understand that the day you were leaving your village to the city, your parents went to certain shrines and invoked the demon from that shrine. and say, follow this person. To them, they release the protector, not understanding that it was a monitoring demon. Number 3, the devil does not want you to take God and yourself serious. Finally, the devil does not want you to take your own destiny serious. So he fights your being settled. He fights it. Thank you, Holy Spirit. He fights it with the whole of his being. He fights it so that you don't get settled.